Well, good morning, guys. This is Susan. I just want to talk a little bit about Genesis, the beginning, and the new beginning. So I'm here. I'm fixing to cook something for breakfast for Mr. James A. So, in the beginning, God created humanity. Obviously, we're here. And people wonder, like, where do we come from? Where are we going? Are we going to another planet? And that's all wonderful. But we have to remember, in the beginning, he said, let us make mankind, meaning humanity, not just men, mankind in our image, in our likeness. Okay. So, if we must go all the way back to the womb, male and female halves have to come together to make one whole, complete body. And from one original body came all humanity. So, from the first Adam to the last Adam. So, this time, we are going to be going up into the womb of his heart. Because we have to be born of God. So, in order to know where we're going, we have to do it again. We're members of the same body. We have to remember where we come from. So, we come from the one original human being. And that human being was made in the likeness and in the image of God. He said our image and our likeness. Okay? So, being born of God is coming from the womb of his heart. So this time, we're being lifted, we're being gathered and lifted as one body of humanity, because we have to remember we're little cells in the whole body. Okay? We think we're big, but we're not. We really are not. If we look at the bacteria, how they evolved, and all that goes on inside of, that one bacteria, but we're living organisms, and there's always going to be something smaller than us, or something larger than us. So, in the beginning, so we have to go back to the beginning in order to understand where we come from, to know where we're going, because I've already been there. And I've told you, we've been lifted up, up, up. Read my notes. And so, the light. See, Jesus was able to defy gravity because he is light. The light was pulling us up, 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 up. And see, space is always expanding and always returning to itself. It's just a matter of time. I'm not going to say that space is water. I'm not going to say that. But what I will say is that from my lack of words to explain all this, because I'm only one limited person, okay? Y'all are my helpers. We have different ways of thinking for a reason, because it's more well-rounded when we put it together. So, all that I can tell you is that space is always expanding and always returning to itself. It's like a fluid-like movement. A fluid-like movement. Like if you observe a dancer, Very graceful, very graceful, okay? That's how it is. It's a fluid-like movement. And when we were lifted, it was very dense, very thick. And I'm not going to say it felt like we were underwater, no. It didn't feel that way at all. I didn't feel wetness, I didn't feel liquid, but I felt density and I felt thickness. And it was really dark at first, and we went through levels. And as we got closer and closer to the light, you and I, because you were with me, we began traveling faster and smoother as we approached the light. So to me, the brighter it is, the closer to the light, the lighter in weight. So that's how it happened. Okay? And so when we got there, he was everything we could see, and it was scintillating, but it didn't burn. And we just waited, because we were being forgiven. And we felt his love and mercy. And this is a different kind of womb. Okay? This is a different kind of womb because we are evolving. See, we had to go back to the beginning to understand where we come from. We were made in the likeness of, it says, our image. Okay? It takes two to make one. In the beginning, the Spirit of God hovered over the waters, the face of the waters. Okay? Like, imagine a little sperm hovering over swimming up, you know, the birth canal, going up, okay, in the beginning. So, in the new beginning, we're going to be lifted up again, but this time, because we already heard word, water, we were thirsty for his word. We were hungry for his word, the bread of life. Bread and, okay, water, word. But this time, we're going to be the little sperm going up, but into the womb of his heart to receive more for our less. Because he completes us. He's that other half that completes us, and we are returning to the Father. Does that make sense? I hope I said it all. I hope. So that we can be born again, coming down, the bride coming down, because she has already gotten married. See? Gotten married to become one. Father and son, husband and wife, heaven and earth. But also the two, you know, halves that become one human being, one new human being. Okay? So when we go into the womb of his heart, which he opened up his heart after we were forgiven, it's like we went between the gamma, which is Dalit from the inside. It's the same. 3 and 4 is the same. From the inside is 4. We're a 1 ahead from the inside. So through gamma Dalit into he, and he into us simultaneously. And so when we went into he, that's when we start like, see, 3, 4, 5, you get it. Okay? We start, how can division and multiplication be the same? Well, the cells are dividing, but they're really multiplying. So how ironic. Okay. And the letter he, hey, is is H is actually E for the Greeks and for the Latin alphabet, and is the number 5, and because he's the helping hand, but the helping hand is really the letter Y when 2 become 1 in his hand, the 2 sticks. And 5 is ahead of 4, ahead of 3. Do you see? So at the moment we go into he, that's when we start to receive more for our less, to become complete. And it takes a while, right? Because we are receiving more for our less, to be born of God's light, coming down, the bride, the church, the new church, because the old covenant and heart, okay, we are going to have a new covenant and a new heart because of his most mercy on us. We have to be born of the heart, of the womb. Heart is fire. When you're talking about in the Eastern cultures, heart is fire, the elements, right? And the heart is associated with the element of fire. And then we're going to come back down and we're going to deliver. Deliver, and the liver means wood. You see? We're going to be restoring our earth with what we have received. Woo! Yes. Hallelujah. All right. Very easy, but very challenging simultaneously to explain. You see, it took me 11 minutes. I love y'all. God bless you.